Open the door! What's a pop lump in YouTube? Rival gaming here!
What's going on, everyone? It's your Rifle here, and in today's video I'm going to try my best to show you how to get through the new raid, starting from the very beginning. The recommended level to start the new raid, well, you could do the beginning at level 29, but I do not recommend to try to get through the raid at level 29. I recommend starting at level 30 because these monsters start at level 30. By monsters, I'm talking about Thrall and Curse Thrall. That's going to be your main targets that you're going to be having to worry about because there is too many to count, too many to fight off running after you. They just keep coming. They just keep coming. It's best not to try to slow down, but around each light, you can kind of chill for a second and take out the Thrall because that light will take away the weight of the darkness, which will help speed you up. And when they get stronger each step that you get to, this is just the first step of the raid. And they start to get stronger, and you'll see. But anyways, to get through the first part, you kind of just want to follow the trail of lights. And you will get this weight of darkness on you. And the higher it gets on you, the more you cannot jump. Because the weight, well, it's heavy. And you can't jump with that weight on you. So basically, just watch the path that I take and try to remember it. I hope it helps. You just got to remember always to follow the light down here. It's going to get tougher, and that's when I'm going to start telling you like what you got to do. Because there's going to be like holes that are going to pop up. And they'll get you killed. And what seemed to help me when I was in a rush and with a quick decision on where to go, I always chose the left path, and it seemed to help out for a lot of turns that I took. In this spot right here, right after you get it past this area where there's a bunch of water at, you start going up a hill. And you don't want to turn, you just want to keep going straight up the hill. But there can be a hole that you can hit going up this hill, so be careful. But up here will be your next light. You just want to dodge these holes in the ground because once again those will get you killed. You're going to need a lot of the team members too, at least 3 team members at the very end. I mean, you can do it with 2 or 1. I'm just saying 3 at the end will be the easiest way, and you'll see why. I guess while I'm traveling, I'll go ahead and give you some tips that help me out down here. Alright, to start this off, you want to turn your brightness up to 7. It helps out a lot because it gets extremely dark down here in this new raid. Also, be sure to try to travel in packs, because the more numbers that you travel with, the harder you are for a target because you're in a pack. You gotta stick together down here, or if you don't stick together, as you see that happens down here with my squad, the targets don't worry about the people that are in the far back as much, and the Thrall are worrying about the people up front. So the people that are in the back, yeah, they can take their time, but they are going to have the weight of darkness on them because each time we get to a light, it activates it. So be careful when you try to activate these lights. Make sure you gather with your team around these lights. Wait for your team if they are behind. Because once you get next to these lights, they start to go away. And that's the only way to get off the weight of darkness. That's the only way to get the weight of darkness to go down. So if part of your squad is behind, they have the weight of darkness times 10, and you only have the weight of darkness times 6, and they get to the light late, well, guess what? They're still going to be slow as hell, and they're going to still be behind. So it's great to wait up for your squad. As you saw here, I just want to go over this spot real quick. You'll come to an area that looks like this. There's a lot of bones around this area. There's a lot of paths to choose. So you want to look down these paths to choose and look for the light real quick, and then run toward the light. But while you're running toward the light, there's a hole that is hidden underneath some bones. Those bones are freaking tricky, and they have that hole hidden. So watch out for that hole because that can slow you down once again. No one hit that hole, luckily, in my squad, though. But then you'll come to this humongous hole, and then you just want to go straight around it. So don't be running backwards around this area. Of course, do what you need to do to take care of the enemies, though. Also, this area right here, there can be ogres way up in the mountains that snipe down around this area if you stay around here too long. Or those ogres could be waiting for your allies that you left behind that have the weight of darkness times 10. You're getting close to the end, and hopefully you have at least 3 squad members, because once again that is what makes the end of this first raid the simplest. And I have to say, this raid was awesome to do. In my opinion, it was better than the Vault of Glass, I guess just because it was something new to me. But anyways, up ahead is actually another tricky spot. Right at the top of the hill there's a hole that you can drop in, so be careful when you get to the top. And particularly if I had a weapon of choice for this raid, I would be using the Murmur. I don't know why, it just seems best suitable for this raid. Its shot just destroys the hive, especially if you have it on solar. But right after this, we are reaching the end of the first part of the raid. So once you've gotten out of that labyrinth, here we're going to have to stand in this light circle. This is how we activate the bridge. We're going to have to try to survive in this light. The longer we stay in this light, the more faster the light bridge builds across. And at first it's going to seem like you got it, because it's just going to be like, oh, okay, they're coming from multiple areas, we can hold this off long enough. But no, they start coming in crowds of thrall and knights, just a lot of freaking hive origin after you. And how you know when the bridge is about to be complete, Shrek's cousin will appear and you're going to have to take him down. Well, you don't particularly have to take him down, it's just in my favor too. It's not going to be no walk in the park. If you have impact weapons, well, those are very handy against ogres because it staggers them. But I guess that's about wrapping up this video, because right after you get it past this bridge, that's it. You completed the first part of the raid. I'm going to be covering every part of the raid and trying to give you my best advice to get through each part of the raid. Of course, I will be showing you the easiest methods to get through this raid. You do get rewards near the end of this light tunnel as well, and it can be good rewards. Like a couple people from the squad I was with ended up getting raid gear here from this new raid. So you can get some nice rewards from getting out of the labyrinth. Hope you guys continue to watch this little tips and tricks series I have for it, but I'm out of here though, everyone. If you guys enjoyed the video and you want to see more of this, then please remember to leave a like. It's much appreciated and it helps out the video a lot. But anyways, thanks everyone for watching, and most importantly, thank you all for your time. Peace.
Is to actually be the Super Saiyan and show you're part of it. Just wasn't right. He had something missing. Just one little touch, he could have had it. One little touch. I really looked into it. And you know what the trick is? You gotta be the Super Saiyan to actually be the Super Saiyan. And I didn't know how to quite tell them, like,